Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Chris, and today I'm going to do a video that was requested of me on preparedness, being prepared for something like a zombie apocalypse. Now, before you click off, the CDC says if you are prepared for a zombie apocalypse, you are likely prepared for any natural disaster or event. And what we're experiencing right now in the world, current events, as the time I'm filming this video, March 1st, is the coronavirus. Now, the coronavirus started out as an epidemic in China, and now there's cases all over the world, which has, by definition, has become a pandemic. So it is a very real threat. I'm here in the United States, and there are cases already, just in my county here in Syracuse, New York, Onondaga County, there's a case of 8 people that are being asked to be quarantined. And there was a first death here in Washington State, and many cases of it throughout the country. As you guys probably all know, it's all over the news. I've been following this for a while. There's many things you can do to try to prevent yourself from being exposed or getting the virus. Travel is a big thing. It's very real, and I personally will be traveling very soon to California. I've planned this trip since last year, so I am a little bit worried, but I'm going. I actually purchased an N95 mask that I'll be wearing on the plane, and try to be as vigilant as I can about not coming into contact with it or preventing myself from coming into contact with it as best as I can. The thing is it's got a long incubation period, as you guys may already know, so people may not know that they have been exposed to it or have it until they're already getting symptoms of it. But some things that we can do, I'm going to be attending the Natural Products Expo West, and even they sent out some information on being safe from the coronavirus, and some of these things are basically just common sense. If you're coughing or sneezing, do it into a napkin or a tissue or into your elbow, and that way you're not coughing on your hands and then shaking other people's hands and possibly exposing. Another thing is be very cognizant of what you're doing with your hands, because you don't want to be touching your face. Especially if you've been exposed to it, you want to be able to wash your hands. When you're washing your hands, don't just wash it real quick with water. Use water and soap and wash them for at least 20 seconds. Disinfectants, wipes, hand sanitizer, but they say you're supposed to use the right hand sanitizer with, I guess, 60% alcohol in there in order to kill those germs. So those are some things you can do. If you don't have to travel, don't. If you do, just be careful with what you're doing, and there's other people that are coughing and sneezing around you. A lot of contact with many people can definitely expose this. What to do at home if you're home and you're not planning on traveling. Alright, so I've been saying this for a long time, and this goes for any natural disaster or zombie apocalypse, and so I've always been pretty cognizant of this. And going to the store, when you do go to the store, buy a little bit extra on certain things that can be that won't go bad, like things that are non-perishable. If you're going to buy something, if you like it anyway, just buy maybe a little bit extra. Don't be one of those people that just go to the store and buy everything there, because here's what's going to happen, and here's what's already happening and has happened over in China, is once there's a case of an outbreak in your community, what people like to do at that point is they worry, they panic, they go straight to the store and they buy all of the essentials. And when you go to grocery shop, everything's gone. And I read an article like this yesterday where, just here in the United States, I'm not really sure where it was, but in a Costco they went to, all the water was gone, all the toilet paper and all the essentials were gone, because people panicked, they worried. And you see this often when there's going to be hurricanes and stuff like that. People go out and they buy all the things just in case they are stranded or in their house for a couple weeks where they can't get to emergency relief, or they can't get food and drink. So slowly and surely, when you go shopping, just buy a little bit extra of some of the things that you already like so they won't go bad anyway. And if nothing ever happens, just, well, then you have it, you're still going to like it, you're still going to eat it. Be prepared for, 2-3 weeks of food in case something like that happens. And if you buy non-perishables, then that should be good. That should be okay. When I say non-perishables, I mean like canned goods, boxed goods, have extra water. If you don't have a water tap or clean water, make sure you stock up on things that you're going to need that you don't think about every day, because it's so easy just to go to the store whenever you need it and buy it. So think of those kind of things to kind of stock up and have like an emergency supply just in case you need it. The other thing that I do is I have a bug out bag. And for those of you that don't know what a bug out bag is, it's just a little backpack full of essentials that you need in case you have to leave like that. Like if there's an emergency, they say like if there was a zombie apocalypse, or if you have to evacuate because a hurricane's coming, or if there was an earthquake, you want a bug out bag, which is just going to have some of the basic things that you need that would last you probably 2 or 3 days in case of an emergency like that. I actually have mine right here. I'm just going to kind of go through it and show you some of the things I have. Now, I've had this for a few years now, being, into zombies and all that. And whenever I get something that I think, oh, this would be perfect for my bug out bag, I just kind of put it in there. Like when I started out with this, I just had pretty much nothing in here. And over the years, this is what it is. It's not that heavy. I can just throw it on. I actually do need to get another one because it kind of ripped. I have a few things to add to it today as well. So let's just kind of open the first pouch and I'll show you some of the things that I like to carry around in my bug out bag if it ever were to come to it, which it hasn't, at least for me here. Okay, so I have bamboo utensils, spoon, fork. I thought that would be a good thing to put in there. This thing right here actually came with Zeke's bowl, his food bowl, and it's a collapsible cup or bowl. So this would be good for putting water, food, drink it, just a bowl. And even if I had my dogs with me, this would be good to put water in so they could drink out of it. So I'm going to add that. Over here, I just have a knife that, it's just one of these. It's, you can put it right around your neck like that. I've had this for a while. I use this for my unboxing videos. So this is, right here is, a pen. You might need a pen for something. What do we have here? This is like a little mesh bag with some string, a little bit of rope in there, just in case I need that, or if I need to put anything in this bag here. Hand sanitizer. So some hand sanitizer, that goes a long way. And that would also be good to carry when you're traveling. Remember, you don't want to be touching your face. Also, they just suggested that if you have a big beard, to shave it, because beards collect germs. So I actually did shave my beard before I heard that piece of advice, so I guess I'm good there. Just some more utensils that I got, which was pretty cool. I decided just to throw it in there. This thing right here, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I think my dad gave me this, and I just said, oh, you know what, maybe I'll throw that in my bug out bag. So you blow it up, it expands, and it's solar powered, and it's a light. So when the lights are off, lights up. It's just a collapsible form of light. Let's see what else we got my business card. We have a deodorant wipe. I'm not sure where that came from. All right, so that was what is in the first little pouch over here. Let's see what's in another one of these pouches. All right, so just sunglasses. You never know if you're like hiking for a while, it's sunny out, you're exposed to the elements. Throw a pair of sunglasses in there. As far as like for nighttime, I have a little headlamp. Put that over there, and it's hands-free, comes in handy. You're going to need light, so I also have a flashlight. Threw that in there. That's really important. I have a couple package of waterproof matches. So I bought these a while ago, camping supply thing, and it doesn't matter if they get wet, they will still light, and that could definitely help you out, start a fire or whatever, light a candle. Another hand wipe, and then these are really cool. I got these from Myers. This is a little tiny packet of hand soap, and they have toothpaste and shampoo. So these are samples, and I just grabbed a bunch of these, threw those in there. These right here, These are just some, I could use this too for something, but I could probably just take these out. These are just Band-Aids, bandages, in case you're cut. You gotta stop the bleeding. Alright, and I have a plastic bag in case I need to put something there to keep it from getting wet. If I need to put a note in there and hang it somewhere, somebody can know. So I do have a plastic bag in there, and I have a lot of nylon cord here for rope. This is an all-in-one toothpaste like I was just showing you guys the other one. Wet wipes, those come in handy. You're going to want to get some kind of first aid kit. I got a small little, just a basic first aid kit. And anything that you don't want to get wet, just put in that bag, or even a Ziploc bag. Okay, so then I just have another bag. Actually, this is funny, I actually got this from the Natural Products Expo West, and it's just a bag. It's like a tote, like little foldable bag, in case you need that for anything. I found some vegan rations. These actually say vegan right on them, right there. And I have Louisiana red beans. Actually, one of my followers on YouTube sent me a couple of these too. So I have those. I have a repair kit for any little patch kit in case I have, I don't know, something like a tube or a tent or something like that. It's just a little repair kit. And right here is a emergency blanket you can put on if you have been, if it's cold out, if you've been exposed to the elements, you're rained on, you're wet, and it's getting cold out. This can definitely help out in a situation like that. You guys know me with bears when I'm camping and stuff. I bought this pretty much for camping, but I threw it in the bug out bag anyway. It's a bear bell. Doesn't work. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you just put this on when you're walking, and it should shake, and that would keep animals like bears and stuff away. They can hear really well, so they hear you coming, they usually take off, hopefully. This is a compass / whistle, and I believe there's a magnifying glass in there too, so that could also come in handy. And then right here, this is a mosquito coil. You burn that, and basically it just keeps mosquitoes away. Alright, so more of those rations in the main bag. Another Louisiana red beans and rice. So I actually have a couple of those. We have a pad thai, Kathmandu curry, and another Louisiana red beans and rice. So we got a bunch of rations there. Shower pouch. This is basically like a wet wipe. It's a big one. It's very durable right there. I showed you guys these in a video a few years ago, but this is good because it's the size of a big towel. You can put it back in the package if you need it. If you need to take like a full body shower kind of thing, but you don't have a shower because you're stranded somewhere and it's days and days, you wanna keep up on your hygiene so you don't end up being, catching some kind of disease or whatever. So this is perfect for that. Scrub your body down, and shower pouch. This is a can opener. Very portable can opener, but it works. Let's see, I have a knife here, a big knife with a bunch of, and by the way, this is not leather, this is vinyl. It's got a compass on it, and then inside it's got a bunch of different like matches and stuff like that, twine, stuff that, whatever you want to put in it for survival. There it is, like that. It's like a Rambo knife. Another little thing of hand sanitizer. I have a toothbrush, a bamboo toothbrush, throw that in there. And then I have some vitamin protein gummies. I have a little protein bar and a cashew super bite. You need to snack on something, you're hungry, you need energy, there you go. So that's what I have in it right now, but I also want to add a couple things that I have. So I told you guys that I ordered the mask because I want to wear that when I'm on the plane. You never know, you want to get the right one. You can't just get any mask. And right now, I went onto the internet and they're being price gouged. And since pretty much everyone around the world is trying to order these and they need to order the right one, the demand is high and the supply is trying to keep up with the demand. So there is a price gouging going on because these masks are normally like what, $5 five to $10 for like a pack of them. And so I ordered one online, and it was pretty expensive. They go anywhere from like $30 to $150, which is ridiculous. I ended up finding a couple of ones in my basement that I had when I had to redo the floors here at my house, and they just happened to be the right kind. So I have a couple here. These were very cheap when I bought them. It's got to say N95 on it. So these, both of them say N95, so I have a couple of these. And you want it to, like, you got this little metal thing right here where you can adjust it so it fits nicely over your nose and your face, and it won't allow contamination in when you're breathing. So yeah, that's not going to be fun, but it's a necessity. So I have these, and then who knows what would happen or whatever, but it might be smart to have like a battery charger that can charge USB ports, a phone, and to have that charged and sitting in your bag as well. And pretty much, I mean, I know that this isn't like, there are other things that I could add to this, but right now that's what's in my bag right now, and that's a lot more than if I had nothing at all and I had to leave in a hurry. I just grab this bag, throw it over my shoulder, and take off. So it's just better to be prepared for something than to not be prepared at all, because I think a lot of people in our society, in our country, it's just so easy. Like, you just go to the store and you buy stuff, but what happens when you can't buy anything at the stores and you have to fend for yourself, or grow your own food, or, you know, a lot of people don't know how to do that or can't do that in a region that they're living in. So that's why we've relied so much on other things. So it's always good to be prepared, at least at very minimum, to have a bug out bag and just to have a plan on what you would do, or who you would meet up with, or how you would do that. I suggest everybody do something like this, and especially now when we're facing a virus like the coronavirus. And again, a lot of people are saying, well, you know, it's not, you know, I have a good immune system, it's just going to be like the flu. So, well, first of all, what I've heard from it is that it's like the worst flu you've ever had times 4. And right, true, a lot of people aren't getting bad symptoms. More than 80% of the people are fine and they survive, but there are a lot of people that are dying. But you know, the other thing is, you gotta, like I said before, if there is a case that outbreaks, or there's an incident in your county or your town or wherever you are, more likely than not, it's going to affect your community. And by saying that, stores are going to be empty. There's not going to, people are all going to crowd to the store because people don't prepare. Most people don't prepare. They don't think anything is ever going to happen where they are, because they've lived in, you know, they've lived a life of convenience for so long. It's hard to imagine that this could never happen to me. This could never happen here. But when it does, people panic, and then they go out and they try to stock up and everything. But everybody's doing it, so everything's sold out, and then you find out you can't. So if it comes down, and that's exactly what has been happening over in Wuhan. Everything was gone, and public transportation pretty much ceased to exist. The way that they lived their life was no longer, and everything was different, like overnight. If something like that were to happen here, where, you know, public transportation kind of stopped, and, you know, we've seen this before. At 9/11, when 9/11 happened, I was actually stuck there in New York City. I won't go into that in this video. I have another video for that. But when that happened, they ceased all public transportation, and that was my day to leave. I had a bus ticket to go home that day, and my bus was canceled completely. I had to find a new way home and a new way out of there. So, you know, it's a very real threat. Something like, you know, this is a real thing that's happening, this virus, and it can definitely change the way people are living their life in convenience right now. So just be prepared, and, you know, hopefully this blows over and, you know, everything's fine, which I think that in the end it will be. But, you know, just be prepared for maybe having to, you know, supply extra food and items that you need, and just having a prepared bug out bag is, like I said, it's better than not having one. So it can't hurt. And if you guys like this video, give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Survive, watch out for zombies, of course, and I'll see you guys next time.